Hey guys, I'm back. We got a new light we're going to look at today. The awesome guys over at OLight got in contact with me and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing a few of their products, and I jumped at that because in the world of tactical lights and just good old EDC lights, I love OLight. And I've said on this channel a few times, my go-to EDC light, my favorite light to carry is my OLight M1X Striker. This thing has been a rock solid champ since I got it. I got it actually in a battle box, in the EDC 2.0 box. And it has great features. It is sturdy, it's lightweight, great for just all kinds of uses, and this thing is with me wherever I go. So OLight is not a cheap brand. So when they offered me the opportunity to take a look at some samples and try them out and see what I thought, I said absolutely sure. And I gave them the standard, I'll give a very fair assessment, fair videos. They said, yeah, that's what we're looking for. That's what we want. So I said, cool. Send me whatever you think it is that would go good on this channel. So the first one they sent me to look at is the PL Mini-Valkyrie, which actually is a weapon-mounted flashlight, specifically on a handgun. The problem is my Springfield XD, which is the only handgun I have left after my awful divorce, not from Sam, from the first ex-wife. Told this story several times. I only have one left from the whole collection I had. I don't have it with me right now. So I can't mount this on an actual handgun where it would be intended, but the rail system on this, I looked it up, it should fit on my AR-15, which means we can still test it on a weapons type platform. But you know what? We can test all the functionality of the light on its own as is anyway. And really what we want to look at is how well does the light work. So it's a pretty small light, as you can see. I mean, here's my striker. This is what I carry in my pocket, or my little EDC to go every day, and it's actually bigger than the box that the Mini-Valkyrie comes in. So we got some product specs right here on the box that I can put in there, which saves me from having to put a lot of text in, which is very convenient. I'm trying to hold it as still as I can. Okay, let's just get into this guy and see what we got, because I'm pretty excited. The one that's coming next, I won't spoil it, but oh man, I can't wait to get my hands on it and show you guys that one. So inside the box, we have the light. Again, small, lightweight, which is what you'd want. You don't want to add a whole bunch of weight to the barrel of your gun. What I love about OLight is they have their little magnetic charging deal that goes on there. And so, oops. This is a USB charging cable for the battery that's permanently installed, but it's a magnetic charger. So you just plug this in, clip it on, and there you go. You don't have to worry about fumbling with wires or anything else. Now, unfortunately, my Striker, I think, is a slightly older model than the newer one. It doesn't have that. One of the other flashlights they're sending, some of the other one, it does have that. The one I'm really excited about. But what a great feature, right? Just grab it, put it on there, and let it go. Now, this is supposed to be mountable on any Picatinny or Glock rail. So in here, this is the mount that's set up for the Glock rail system. And if we're going to be using a Picatinny, so the mil spec, let me get this right. The mil standard 1913, we actually need to replace this with this. And they give you mounting screws and a little screwdriver to do that. So I'm going to have to do that to put it on the AR-15 so we can actually check this out in a mounted capacity. Now, we'll do that when we go outside. I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, we're just going to look at the functionality of this thing. Now, just a hair over 2 ounces. I mean, the thing's very lightweight. And balance-wise, it really isn't top-heavy at all. It doesn't really weigh much from one side to the other when you're mounting it. And yeah, I did do a little research on this one, so while it is a straight unboxing, I'm a little familiar with it. Really easy to mount this thing on. It's got this cool tension bar. You open it up, it opens the rail catch, you slide it on, and then you snap it closed. So much easier than having to deal with screws or even knobs or anything like that. Great feature. I really like OLight products. I'm not gonna lie. I am really happy to be reviewing stuff by them. I have not heard a single bad thing. And yeah, there are great flashlights in other brands out there, but OLight, everything I've ever used by them has been fantastic. So you have 2 switches here. They both do the exact same thing. Now, this being a weapons light, it doesn't give you a lot of modes. It's made to illuminate a target area. That's it. So you have a constant on and a momentary on. If you just press them down like for a second, it turns the light on and the light stays on. If you hold them down, it lets you toggle the light kind of on and off at whim. So like if you just want to sort of, you're walking into a room, say, and you just want to do a sweep from side to side, but you don't want to have that light on the whole time, it lets you turn it off. If you want to keep that light on for a long period of time, you do your little tap and the light stays on. Now, there is no mode, there is no brightness control. It is a one light fits all. It is what you got, and let's blind everybody there. So that is about it. Again, you know, if you think about it, mounted on a handgun, it would be right within reach of a trigger finger, or, you know, your other hand easily to turn it on and off. Let me go ahead and get the rifle out, though. You know, if I had a sling on, that might be a problem. So I'll tell you what, let's put it on the side right there. And if I'm using the actual foregrip, which I rarely ever do, but and we put it right about there, it just snaps right on. And if I'm actually holding it and I want to turn the light on, it's as simple as click it with the thumb, turn it off. And you know what? I got a little shadow from the barrel on the one side, but in general, this works really well with the rifle too. I mean, just to illuminate an area, if I were to, just saying, clearing a room, or, you know, defending the house in the middle of the night, good enough, man. This works. I mean, again, it's a handgun light. It's designed to not have anything in between its line of sight. So if I were to mount it on, say, a handgun where it's right at the end of the barrel, it would probably have a better unobstructed line of sight. But here it is, mounted on the bottom rail, and again, it's just that easy. I can click it with the forefinger, and again, move it all around, turn it off. If I want to do, actually, if I was going to do that kind of, I want to keep it on, I'd probably use my thumb, put it on momentarily, turn it off. I'm not one of those dudes that likes to play the game of how much stuff can I strap to my gun. I think there are some guys who think that, you know, the guy who can strap the most accessories to the gun wins. I like that it's small, it's unobtrusive, it doesn't weigh anything, and it's still effective. There are some lights you put on here that are just, I mean, they're bulky, huge, and ridiculous, and I can still put the padding, you know, the little panels that go around this on the rest of the rails. And it really, you know, the light is still functional. what a great little light. Very, very nice. Obviously, the one place you're not going to use it on this rifle is right up here. Now, if you have one where you don't have the fixed front sight on your gas block there, that could work, but not on this one. Whatever. I wasn't sure how this was going to work out on the rifle itself, but it actually does work very, very well. Small, unobtrusive. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be a very adequate rifle light, but that works very, very well. Look at that. Look at that. Surprising, huh? All right, so I guess it's time to get this outside. Go out into the blizzard we just had. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for OLight, and I'm going to do it for you guys. And we'll test this thing out. We're outside. It's not as pitch black as it usually is because it's blizzardy, and blizzardy makes it bright with snow and everything. And I mean, I don't know if you can see how deep the snow is. It is blizzardy. We have much snow. But we're going to do this. So, for those of you who haven't seen, I haven't posted a flashlight test in a while. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the far end of the yard. I'm going to post some reflective material on the fence. I also have some glow-in-the-dark material. We're going to take our little OLight. We're going to see how it illuminates the entire yard. We are going to also see how it charges the glow-in-the-dark material, and you know, that's going to give us a good sense of how well this light works. Here, look at that. I'm using the light right now. You want to see how blizzardy it is? This is the top plank of the fence here. This is how deep the snow is. Yeah. This is the snow. Alright, now we're fully set up here in Echo Base to do this flashlight test. Hopefully we'll get it done before the Imperial Walkers show up and kill us. Let's start with the glow-in-the-dark material. Today I'm back to using the glow-in-the-dark 550 cord. So, we're going to start just by taking the flashlight and holding it right up to the 550 cord. And let me get it positioned the right way. Wow, it's bright, man. And that's a very bright glow. Let me do that one more time, and we're gonna 1,000, 2,000. We're gonna give it 10 seconds. Okay, and we're just gonna check how well that holds on to that throughout the course of the test. Now, I've positioned our reflective stuff at the end of the yard there. You ready for this? I'm ready for this. Man, that's bright. Do you see it out there? That's actually, what you can't tell is what's glowing, just bright glowing. That's actually 550 cord with little spliced in reflective bits. All we see is the bright white reflectiveness on there. And this thing is illuminating like daytime. This is a small light. And there it is off. On. It's still snowing, you're kidding me. Off. Echo Base. Fence with reflective stuff. Glow in the dark stuff, still glowing pretty bright. Nice. And you see the field of view on this thing too. I'm holding it, let's hold it like right under the camera as if it was attached to a gun. It's almost side to side, lighting up the whole yard. This isn't a very big yard. It's not like the yard I had back in Florida, but pretty good. And when I turn it off, that's when you can really see the difference. I'll do a close-up shot of that 550 cord when I go get it, so you can see that bright white reflective stuff over there on the fence. I think I've mentioned this to you guys before. I hate snow. I moved from Florida. I thought I was moving to Pennsylvania. I moved to Hoth. I want to go back. So here's the 550 cord. As you can see, these are little tiny pieces of reflective material. So for them to kind of shine the way they do when it's back there, it's a really bright, good light. And our glow-in-the-dark stuff is still glowing nice and bright as we get ready to go back in. Well, I think that fared pretty well outside. I think this is a pretty good light. And for the money, you know, you've got the OLight quality. You've got a solid little package. I think if you're looking for a good shooting light, it's well worth it. So I think that'll about do it for this one. Can't wait to see what else OLight has in store. Like I said, I know one thing they're sending. I'm hoping they're going to send some more stuff too. But the next one is going to be awesome. They were out of stock currently, but can't wait for it to get here. So anyway, check the video description for some cool links to OLight if you're interested in picking one of these up. It's one of the companies that not only do I do the videos because they send me samples, but this is a company that I spend my own money on myself too. So I feel confident recommending them. I've got a new game to play recommended by one of you guys in YouTube land. Metro Last Light. Pretty cool game. Thanks, you know who you are. Until next time, I appreciate every single one of you. You are all absolutely awesome. If you haven't already checked it out, due to the request of you viewers, I've made myself a DocP91B Facebook page where I'm going to start posting links to the newest videos and sneak peeks, and probably an easier way for you guys who want to get in touch with me than just standard email and everything. So you'll find a link to that in the video description as well, and all the usual links to my Patreon page and where you can email me if you have a video request or ideas and Q&A questions and stuff like that. But until next time, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back in real soon.